welcome to my latest video. Today you get me on a 200km DIY Audax, starting from home and going to Burnham on Sea and back. Basically I'm going to see the wooden lighthouse that's on the beach there. Today it will be quite noticeable. I'm having to do a bit of a voiceover, so some of these video clips, the audio, because of the wind, was pretty poor, so it's looking a bit like an old Jackie Chan movie. Anyway, yeah, as you can see, I'm just going out through the Slimbridge lanes here. Sun is out, it's rather warm, and yeah, so down to Burnham on Sea, calling in at God, I sound like a railway announcement, calling at Bristol Parkway, Bristol Temple Meads, Taunton, Exeter St David's and Penzance. First stop of the ride in Clevedon, in the petrol station on the edge of Clevedon. Quite like going here because it has an M&S and they do some rather lovely salads, which you can see me shoveling into my gob there. Apologies, they don't come with a spoon, so I was using the sauce pot to put it in. Anyway, this is going through the railway station at Yatton on the end of the Strawberry line. So as you can just see, I am just entering, starting the Strawberry line. This takes you all the way out to Axminster. Is it Axminster? Axbridge, I think. And as you can see, under the lovely artwork there. Yeah, so I won't be going as far as that today. Just going as far as. Well, you're joining me on the Strawberry line, just outside Yatton. Old railway line, as they normally are. And yeah, it's good to see families out on their bikes and that sort of thing. Lots of people out walking, the dogs. So yeah, and it just misses the traffic. Yeah, there's apparently, according to that sign back there, there's bats in the area. Well, you find me out just outside Winscombe, and this is actually an orchard for Thatchers. So yeah, it's quite big. Yeah, the footpath through this, so you don't normally get this view. So it's quite good actually. It's like they're building stuff. Obviously, people have been drinking lots of cider. Came down this road. The theme of the day is going over the M5, crisscrossing it, and had a dead end sign at it. So I should have guessed really what was to come. And as you can see, the tarmac ran out rather rapidly onto this double track. It was a bridleway, and yeah, it was okay, but there was a few parts where yeah, I could have done with a mountain bike really. Well, bit of a rubbish route planning on my part here. I'm a little bit underbiked here. I would have been better off with the gravel bike, to be honest, but I hadn't realised this was quite this off-road. And whilst it is rideable on the road bike, it's a bit dark and damp under here. So I think the Americans call them baby heads. Are a bit slippery, so yeah, just coming up this hill, although it's not particularly steep, there was a bit of a lack of traction, so I ended up walking. Still, I can hear the motorway off to my right, which is the M5. Not far from the from Burnham on Sea now. I think I go up here. It's a bit of a downy uppy, and then down into back onto the Somerset levels on the south side of the Mendips, and it feels like it started to rain as well. Brilliant, because I've got a rain jacket with me. 55 miles in, not done it particularly fast, not that it's a race anyway. Had a nice steady ride down here. It's been mainly a headwind all the way down, to be honest, so I'm looking forward to getting pushed back home with a bit of luck. So I was talking the other week about slows. Well, there's some in the hedges here in Somerset. I think I'm just going over the edge of the Mendips. Oh dear. I need to get fit. Plenty of blackberries, and I think those are hawthorns, the red berries. Certainly a bumper crop this year. Well, I just stopped here. I think I'm in a place called Canada Coombe, and it's just on the edge of the I keep saying Malverns, it's Mendips. So we're just on the just gone over the top. We've just come from up this direction, and let me just walk around the corner here, and the view is absolutely stunning over the Bridgewater Bay, and you can see Brent Knoll there in front of us. In fact, we come round the edge of that on the way back, and yeah, you can see the Quantox through the mist. Just be able to see the let's zoom in. You can just see the Quantox through the mist, and that's Bridgewater Bay there, and the Somerset levels that go off into the distance. So I came onto the what was called the Breandown Way, and it was a cycle path. It was gravel, and as you can see, I've just come up to this giant sluice gates. So I would imagine they managed the flood waters on the Somerset levels with this. Well, this is the path onto the beach. As you can see, it was rather overgrown and you couldn't ride it, and it was a footpath anyway, so I pushed up here through the rather overgrown undergrowth, and it was pretty sandy here, and I managed to get quite a lot of sand in my shoes, and once I got home and I got in the shower, the amount of sand that came off my feet was ridiculous. It looked like I hadn't washed for months. But anyway, as you can see, the target of the day, the wooden lighthouse, soon came into view, and yeah, so this is some photos of the beach with me on it. So yeah, I found this rather nice bridleway out of Burnham on Sea, and as you can see Brent Knoll in front. It did turn into a bit of a footpath for about 100 yards and then went back to a bridleway again. Could never work out why local authorities do that, but there you go, that's the way it is. And yeah, this avoided all the staycationers traffic. Well, I'm having another forecourt picnic. It's Congress Bree. Done 84 miles, 93 miles, something like that. So there's about 42, 43 to go. No, it's not too bad. Yeah, just started to have a bit of rain, so hopefully that'll blow over sooner rather than later. It's not hard, but it's just enough to dampen the dust. Anyway. the Avonmouth Bridge now, and right by this what do I call it, a statue called the Stronghold, to commemorate the strengthening of the Avonmouth Bridge in 2001. I'm not sure whether it's worth us commemorating like that, but obviously is to somebody. But I'll show you what. I need to stand back a bit, it's that big. So there's a hammer and a spanner, or a wrench if you're American. Yeah, so I've done about 97 miles now, so got about 30 to go, something like that. Some numpty forgot to charge the cameras after the last ride the other day. That somebody might have been me. So I've got one camera that's flat, the other's near enough the same. So you know, I'll be a little bit limited between here and home, but I think it's going to get dark anyway in the next hour and a half. So I'm just on the outskirts of Barclay. Got about 8 miles to go home now. It's just getting dark. I've kind of caught up the rain as well. So when I left the Avonmouth Bridge, everything was pretty dry, and then when I got sort of Elberton way, it was like going across a line in the road, you know, dry, and suddenly it was quite wet. And I think the rain was actually ahead of me, and I've kind of caught it up, so it's just spitting a little bit now. Yeah, I'm just going to wrap the video up here. You know, it's been a good day out. It's been dry for the most part. Yeah, I was quite late leaving home again, but yeah, it's been a good one. Yeah, nice and flat, nothing too bad apart from the off-road bit. But actually that's kind of part of the fun, really, you know. Kind of quite like that sort of thing. Anyway, it's just gone 7:30, so sort of half an hour I should be at home. Thanks very much, see you on the next one.